So it seems that we're gonna get started with this tournament in 40 hours. Welcome guys, Antonio here with another episode review and recap of Dragon Ball Super. Let's just begin, picking up right where we left off. You know, before I say that, I actually would have had this video up last night, but something went wrong with the recording, so I just rewatched the episode again this morning, and I'm just gonna get this out before I head over to work. Picking up right where we left off, we have Chobo, jumping into the ring to fight Goku or whatnot. So their Supreme Kai, whose name is Kai, is asking Zeno-sama, oh, we were just rarely, amazed, about Goku's fight, but really they're using it as an opportunity to, I guess, gauge Goku's level, and which, they agreed to, having this little special match between Toppo and Goku. Beerus, however, is worried that, you know, people, the more Goku fights, the more the other universe is going to be able to analyze him for weaknesses. And even but Whis also says, but this also gives us a chance to analyze some of Universe 7, I mean Universe 11. And one of the reasons why Universe 11 is doing this is to show off, like, pretty much show off that, we're going to be probably one of the strongest universes, so everybody is going to be able to watch out for us. So as the fight begins, Goku goes instant Super Saiyan. I guess he can. I think he can read. I guess him and Gohan and everybody else, I guess, can read how strong Topo is in regard to, like, when they were fighting Universe 9, where they couldn't engage. So I guess certain universes can hide their ki better or something or rather. But for a big guy, Topo can run pretty fast because he rushes at Goku and then disappears and jumps on top of Goku. Most of his moves are like justice this, justice that, justice, and even the Zenos are like spouting like justice, justice because you know Topo still views Goku as the evil, and he views himself as the warrior of justice. And he has all these little, poses and whatnot, and Beerus just says that he's overenthusiastic, but of course Gohan, who's also Great Saiyan Man, thinks that his poses are really cool. So eventually, uh, Topo is able to grab a hold of Goku. He's really good at grappling and all that other stuff. Even later down the road, I'll speak about what I was just about to mention because it's coming up. So, he grapples Goku's arm and he almost breaks Goku's arm, but Goku's able to get away and, his arm was dislocated, but he's able to, push it back in and whatnot. And he's like surprised that Topo's, so strong. Eventually, they have, you know, they, transfer, gauge key boss and all that other stuff. And during the aftermath of that, when the smoke is clearing, Goku can't find Topo, and then Topo appears behind Goku and puts him in, like, a big, bear hug grapple and whatnot. And he says that he's going to break Goku. Like, at this point, I think we know that Topo was not necessarily trying to, in my opinion, Topo wasn't necessarily trying to gauge Goku's power. He was like legit trying to kill Goku the entire time. And eventually, he squeezes Goku so tight that he's got he went back to base form because he was about to, I guess, pass out. And even the Universe 11 angel, tells Universe 7, like, oh yeah, he's just about like, oh, you guys gotta give up now. And even Wee's comments like, enough of your, like, silly questions. I think her name was like Mauricia or something like that. I could be wrong. Sorry. Don't at me. Um, but anyway, eventually Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, and he's able to break out of Topo's, grip. And then he starts, like, kind of like throwing Topo around, and then Topo gets with it, and Goku eventually kicks Topo into the ring, and as Toppo and Goku are exchanging blows and all that other stuff, they're like really doing massive damage to the ring. Some of the pillars are falling. Huge craters are appearing in the stadium and whatnot. Some of the people can't even like keep up. This is how fast they're moving. Like for a big guy, Toppo can move pretty freaking fast. Um, so eventually, Goku is able to charge up a Kamehameha, and Toppo shoots some ki blast at him, but Goku uses engine transmission to get in front of Toppo and then run at Toppo with the Kamehameha. And as the smoke's clearing, Beerus comments like, "Oh, did Goku kill him?" And then even Whis is like, "Maybe Goku got a little too serious." But as the smoke clears, Toppo is, for the most part, okay. He's a little damaged. His uniform on his shoulder gets damaged, and he gets like really, really mad that somebody like that can do that to him, and it's like just it messes with like their pride of their uniforms or whatnot. And he starts charging up because he got really, really mad. And then Goku goes Kaioken Blue, and he tells Toppo, "I'll show you what I look like when I, go over my limit." So maybe it's confirmed that Go the reason why Goku's down so a lot because he has broken the limit on Kaioken Blue, and maybe there's something else. But before that can even come to pass, the Grand Priest stops the match and says that he wants to, save it for the tournament. And he even tells the Zenos, because they question why are you stopping the match. We want to see him break his limit. And he's like, well, we're gonna save it for the tournament, and the tournament power is gonna be more lively. And they agree. And so, Goku and Toppo power down and whatnot. And Goku goes up to Toppo like, "Oh, I'm like really surprised. I didn't know there was somebody this strong." And he holds out his hand, and then Toppo just looks at him and walks away. And he's like, "I don't shake hands with the enemy." And goes to say, I hate bringing joy to you, evil." And he's like, "But I'm not even the strongest in my universe. That's for my sworn friend Jiren. And if you can just be on par with me, you stand no chance against, Jiren." And Jiren, as confirmed, is the great alien guy that Goku is fighting in the beginning of the opening. Now, there's some controversy about this, about how, like, Toei or, they messed up with the characters and they just swapped them out here and there. I don't think this is the case. I think they actually planned this from the get go, just to keep it surprising. So maybe since Toppo is the number two and Vegeta's the number two, they're probably going to fight it out because they're both prideful in their own way. So I think it'll be a good rivalry between them. So Toppo goes up to, his, universe standing, and they ask him, like, can, Vermouth was like, I love seeing your fights and all that other stuff. It gets me very excited. And Kai asks him, like, so can you win? He's like, I don't know if I can, win the tournament. But if I fall, my sworn friend Jiren, he's the strongest, so he'll take care of everything. And he's like, justice is everlasting, and that is always how it's gonna be, and all that. Goku's pretty nonchalant about the whole thing. He even says like, "Oh yeah, he's not even the strongest. Jiren's actually the strongest." And then Beerus is like, "You need to be more serious because you're just as strong as their number two, and then if you're just barely to be on par with the number two, then we're on the verge of being erased." So the Grand Prix announces that the tournament is going to start in 40 hours because that's when the stadium is going to be built. So everybody goes back to their respective places, and then when they get to the Supreme Kai planet, Hercule asks Goku, he's like, "So can you win?" Goku's like, "Well, I don't know, but we have Gohan and Boo." And then Beerus is like, "No, you need to be like more serious," because pretty much Beerus doesn't want to get erased, and he still thinks it's partly Goku's fault, even though, once again, Zeno was going to erase those guys anyway, but Goku's got giving them like a fighting chance. But there's gonna be a lot of training that needs to be involved, and Whis has to keep stopping Goku and Beerus from arguing and all that other stuff. Even Goku comments that Beerus was destroying planets at random, and Beerus comments that, well, the only reason why our motor level is so low is probably because of you and all that other stuff. And he's like, well, Gohan's raising it instead. And Beerus even asks Whis, like, since the Grand Priest is his father, if he can bribe him so they can get excluded from the tournament. To which Reese replies, "Don't say such stupid things. Like, just go out and find the fighters because we don't have enough time." And he's really adamant, like, about Goku and Beerus still constantly bickering. He's pretty much saying that if we are bickering against each other, how are we supposed to beat the other universes? So with that, within like the 40 hours, they're gonna go find more people. In the next episode, we get to see that obviously that Bulma is gonna give birth to Bra and all that other stuff. And even in the preview, Goku asks if Whis can do something because at the current moment, Vegeta is still refusing to participate in the tournament. So we'll see what happens there. I think probably Whis is going to use some sort of like time power to speed up Bulma's birth or whatever, so Vegeta can join it. But we also see Krillin fighting like a shadow version of ba- Basil. So I almost said Labinda, but fighting a shadow form of Basil. So we'll see what happens with that. But with that, guys, that was Dragon Ball Super for the weekend, and hope to see you guys on the next video. I do have more videos planned out. Like I said, my work schedule just I can't be as consistent as I would like. I will have those APP videos up eventually. Um, this week for sure, I'll be all caught up on that, as well as we will be doing uh Walking Dead. I'll be talking about last week's episode and this week's episode once that airs. Just playing a lot of catch up. And with that, guys, if you like what I had to say, or last of the song of the video, feel free to give me a like, subscribe if you want more content from me, and let me know, what other shows I could review and all that other stuff. But with that, guys, I will see you later, and I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye, guys.